You know that feeling when you look at a huge goal and you just feel totally overwhelmed? Like you don't even know where to begin? Well, this is a story about that. It's about finding the incredible power that's hidden in the smallest of actions. Tomorrow. It's the best place to put all our big plans, isn't it? It's that little promise we make to ourselves that, yeah, we'll get to the hard work eventually. Just not right now. And this is exactly where we find our main character, a young student named Ravi. He had dreams, he had goals, but he was just stuck. See, Ravi was caught in something a lot of us know really well, the tomorrow trap. It's that little space between what we want to do and what we actually do, where all our best intentions seem to go to sleep. It wasn't that he didn't have big dreams. He did. But in his day-to-day life, he just couldn't find the energy to take that very first step. This was his favorite thing to say. It was his go-to line. For every single goal, big or small, the answer was always the same. But then one day, his teacher asked him a really simple question. A question that kind of cut through all the noise and all the excuses. And Robbie's answer just topped out. He knew it deep down. He wanted to achieve great things. He wanted to feel proud of his work. The teacher's advice was so simple, so direct. It wasn't some complicated plan. It was a clear challenge to his whole way of thinking. But, he just wasn't ready to hear it, so he brushed it off. And as the days turned into weeks, nothing changed. Every tomorrow just became another wasted today. Then something shifted. The lesson he needed didn't come from a teacher in a classroom. It came from just watching something that completely changed how he saw things. He saw his friends studying, not in a crazy panicked way, but just quietly and consistently putting in the time. There was a sort of calm focus to it. Robbie was a little skeptical. He just had to ask his friend, does doing these tiny little things every day actually make a difference? And that was the answer. Not some magic formula, just a simple truth that would change everything for Ravi. The idea that being consistent is so much more powerful than being intense every once in a while. And for the first time, he didn't just push the thought away until tomorrow. He really let it sink in. What if the secret wasn't some huge burst of motivation, but just one tiny, repeatable action? So Robbie decided to try a little experiment on himself. No big, scary plan, just one tiny, manageable habit that was almost impossible to fail at. His whole transformation didn't start with a promise to study for hours and hours. Nope. It started with one simple thing: waking up a little bit earlier than he normally would. That's it. Just 30 focused minutes. By making the goal that small, it didn't feel intimidating anymore. For the first time, a goal actually felt doable. And he did it again the next day, and the day after that. And pretty soon, those little 30-minute blocks started to stack up, building momentum. It's like a snowball effect, small, consistent efforts creating huge results over time. And what started as a really conscious effort, something he had to force himself to do, soon became second nature. He didn't even have to think about it anymore. It was just part of his routine. So what happened? Well, all this consistency started to lead to real, measurable results. It wasn't just a nice idea anymore. It was actually working. His grades, of course, started to climb. But something else was happening too. With every small win, every single day, his confidence grew. He was actually starting to believe in himself. And then one day, it happened. The natural result of all that consistent work. The boy who always said tomorrow was ranked #1 in his class. His teacher saw exactly what had happened. The amazing part wasn't how big that first step was. The amazing part was that he just kept going, day after day after day. And really, that's the whole secret. Lasting success isn't built on these huge, heroic moments. It's built brick by brick with small, consistent actions. So the real question isn't what's your big plan for tomorrow? It's what's one tiny step you can take right now.